Alright, here we have it. Now we've got a good view of the secondary burn in the Vermont castings. Now it may just be more of an overfire, but what I'll do, it looks a little on the yellow side to me. It's gotten a little purple right there now. It's kind of a balancing act. I have to work with a happy medium between the cleanliness of the burn and the stability of the flame. I wanted to open it more. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can clean that up. The whole idea here is I wanted to be able to capture a view of my secondary burn. Before I made this little contraption here, that was not an option. This basically consists of a 1/2-inch swage lock fitting, a 1/4-inch NPT nipple, close nipple, and inside there's a couple of pieces of Teflon tape, which I just basically wound up into pieces of cord, and then between the pieces of corded, I guess you could call it, Teflon tape, I have sandwiched in there. You can't really see it. This might be able to. There's a piece of a crystal from a watch in there that I ground down to size. And this is what I can see. It's basically a scope so that I can get a look at my secondary burn chamber without presenting additional air to it and altering the effects of it. So this allows me to tune the secondary burn of my stove. This is a Vermont Castings Vigilant, 1977, and it's non-catalytic, non-EPA, blah blah blah. It's before any of that fancy stuff, but it is it's an old workhorse of a stove, simple to operate. But I've noticed that I was getting a lot of foul stuff on the flue in a short amount of time. So I've taken it apart. I've added some fire brick in certain places. As a matter of fact, actually, the side we're looking at, both sides, of course not on the front where the doors are, but on both sides, I've added 2 pieces of fire brick, basically half bricks. These are full bricks. The half bricks are half the thickness. So I've added 2 half bricks standing up, and then I just trimmed one so that it would clear the fire back. And I did that on both ends of the stove, and that seems to help to keep the fire a little hotter, and it seems to add to the cleanliness of the burn a bit. But I know it's never going to be what the modern stoves are, but at least if I can see what's going on, I can make every attempt to make it better. So that's basically my goal. Let me get focused here a little bit. Light off of there. So there we have it. You can actually see the burn and make adjustments accordingly, so that I can make sure that I get the cleanest burn. And you can see right now this is pretty good. I don't think I'm going to screw with it anymore. I did just stoke the stove, so it's putting out a lot of volatiles right now. So you can see that secondary burn is just going crazy. But this, once the wood cooks a little more, I'm sure that'll die down, and there won't be much more than a blue flame there, which we can't really see in the camera. So there we have it. The secondary burn temp, around about 500 degrees Fahrenheit, just above the secondary burn chamber. There's a baffle. If you look at these blocks in the back here, the heat exchanger, there's a baffle. If I'm not mistaken, it's right above this second one. It's right about in between those two, if I'm not terribly mistaken. I think it's right there. And so there's a larger cavity for the secondary burn. Runs between these two. On the inside of this one here, there's an air tube, which is fed by that little valve that I was playing with before. And then this one is a third, just basically a second pass. And then over here, there's a plate that rests on top of that, and then the exit for the smoke right here to go up the stack. So there's your final pass up the stack. But this is what I'm really interested in, is making sure that I get a good chance to burn off all the volatiles here, to make the best out of my fuel and to keep my flue as clean as possible and our environment clean all at the same time. There's a lot of benefits to making sure this stove burns right. Alright, thank you for watching, and there you have it. Have a nice day.